Needless to say, the FBI Director James Comey facing a lot of heat for this decision. Senator Harry Reid from Nevada says Comey broke the law. One former Republican Congressman, Joe Walsh, says Comey was wrong and unfair to Clinton. And at least one Democratic lawmaker is calling on Comey to resign.
That is Tennessee Congressman Steve Cohen. He's joining us right now. Congressman, thanks so much for coming in.
You're welcome, Kate.
So, resign. Why?
The FBI has to be held to a high standard, and it is. We give the FBI director a 10-year term so they're immune from politics and can do their job. And their job is to investigate and give information to the U.S. attorneys to bring prosecutions or not. There are long-standing protocols to say that the FBI director and justice officials aren't supposed to comment on investigations because prejudice the investigation, it could prejudice the target of the investigation, and in election season, with it being so close to the election, it can influence the outcome of the election, who people vote for and what they think. There was very little knowledge that Director Comey had at the time of what was in these emails. There's no reason to believe that there's anything there that shows that Secretary Clinton had any intent to violate the law, which is the basis upon which he chose not to recommend or to bring an indictment this past summer. And there's no reason that's changed. But it's given Donald Trump a lot of movement. He takes an ounce and he creates a Grand Canyon, and he's taken this too far. So it's violated the oath. The FBI has been hurt, and justice has been hurt.
Congressman, up until the last few days, you didn't just think that the FBI director was doing a good job. You thought he was doing a great job. You told him last month in a hearing, you said you were a credit to the FBI, you're a credit to government service. How do you explain your
and to his alma
rapid
maters, William and Mary, because he went too far in this one. You know, I overlooked it. I got a high regard for Director Comey when he was in the Justice Department. We had hearings in the Judiciary Committee back then about him going in when Andrew Card and Alberto Gonzalez tried to get Ashcroft on a sick bed to sign an order for massive surveillance in this country. And he did the right thing because he believed it was illegal. It was illegal, and he stopped it. And I had great regard for him for being a person who stood up and spoke truth to power. He did the same thing, I think, when he made the decision not to indict Secretary Clinton under a difficult political situation this summer. But he
how
went
do you
too
know
far
anything is
even
different
then in
here?
getting his sidebar. Because then it was not 11 days before the election. Then he did not give out innuendo that gave the opposition reasons to suggest things. And when it involves Anthony Weiner, you know, that's just like fire, putting a match on the fire. And he should have known, and anybody known in the Justice Department knew that that would produce a scandalous result and be harmful to the American process of elections, which are supposed to be fair and impartial and not intervened in by actions by the FBI director. He went too far. He went too far this summer with his sidebar, but I overlooked that because I have such respect for the man. I still respect him, but I think he went too far.
You respect him, but you think he went too far. Do you think that James Comey is acting on political motivations? Do you think James Comey actually is trying to influence the election?
I think he was excessively careless in making a statement at this time, and the FBI director is supposed to be beyond that, like Caesar's wife, above suspicion.
What if, Congressman, our Justice reporter Evan Perez just reported that the FBI believes it saw enough in these emails to think that there might be some classified information in them, and also they saw enough to think they may not have seen them before. So if those two things are true, shouldn't they be investigating? And if they are investigating, shouldn't the FBI director alert Congress?
No. I think they should investigate, no question about it. But I don't think he should notify Congress, because that's a public disclosure at 11 days before the election that's going to have an effect that the FBI director is not supposed to not have. Justice, you have a jury trial. There are certain things you have sidebars. You go in camera. You talk to the judge. You don't talk before the jury. In this circumstance, there's a jury. It's the American public. America is the greatest democracy in the world, and a free election system unintervened in by government officials, and particularly law enforcement folks, is what holds us up as a paragon around the world. We look more like an Eastern European nation or a Latin American country with the chief law enforcement person coming out and making statements that can affect the results of an election. So that's why I spoke up, because it's wrong and it's not American.
You you are not, at least in this interview, going as far to say you think that he's being politically motivated. You think he's being excessively careless, using words that he's used in the past. You say you respect him, but he went too far here. But are you going too far then in calling for his resignation when you've been so complimentary of his work in the past?
I don't believe so. I think this is such a turning point in our American history with a presidential election that the basic gravamen of the FBI director comes to the fore to see if he has the courage and the intestinal fortitude, even if he has certain thoughts, to hold that comment to himself. FBI director is not a public figure. He's not supposed to be somebody who attracts or distracts from elections or attracts or controversy. And Director Comey is supposed to be an investigator who reports to the Justice Department and not somebody who comes out and makes news himself. He's gone too far.
Congressman, can we just get a yes or no answer on this? Do you think this could cost Hillary Clinton the election?
I think it could, yes.
Congressman Steve Cohen, thank you so much, Congressman. We appreciate your time.
You're welcome, John and Kate.